Touchdown in the den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.
I get on a bus in Newport News and head all the way to Hampton. And I'm walking down the street, across the street from Aberdeen Elementary, right? And all of a sudden, I hear this going, Andrew, what you doing? You ran away? Look, so I got a book bag and like a duffel bag, right? And I'm like, nah, man, I'm meet my dad. He said, where you going? I said, man, I'm supposed to go to BJ house, but he's like, so who pick you up? I said, man, I saw my cousin and I didn't want to go with him. Sean at the house? Come on, get in. I take you over to my house. Hey, all I did, and just took me to the house. Said, you hungry? Want some to eat? No, I'm good. And then he just, well, you got told. Hey, that was just the funniest shit that happened to me, bro. Like, first thing he said, did you run away?
Yo, my dad is hilarious, bro, man. I would love him. He's the biggest fan, especially you, Drew. He think you the funniest. So that Drew funny as hell.
Man, that shit had me rolling. Because I got hella stories about being at your house with your dad. And the tank, oh my gosh, bro. I remember when you got motherfucker.
I was so embarrassed of that tank, man. He got rid of it. He saw Maxima to get the oldest Volvo I ever seen, talking about this is a classic car and I'm going to pass it down to you one day. I said, man, you don't keep that shit right in front of the house with, or put it right in front of the dumpster where it belongs. I hated that damn car. He riding good now. He got a
Hey, Mr. Marshall was an accidental abuser to you on the basketball court. That is the
Oh yeah. I got a couple of wounds because he forgot that I was his 13, 14-year-old son. He hit me with the elbow and then that hook shot. You got to man up, son. You never know what I was like.
Hey, I seen Mr. Marshall Anthony Mason this nigga one day, boy.
It was no finesse to my dad's game, and he played till he was in his late 50s, man. I'm proud of him. I'm 40, and I'm about to hang up the days now. I can't even. My boy John, not John, Paul. He was like, yo, man, we should start, because we used to play The Office. The whole office would go out in the morning at Chesapeake Park, and we'd play 4 or 5 games before work. And then we would play on the weekends. So he was like, yeah, we should go ahead and get those games started. I was like, I'll give you the mailing list. I'm retired. I'm a straight up cyber athlete now. You only go see me on 2K21. You're going to see me on FIFA. You're going to see me on Showtime. MLB, but you're not gonna see me actually playing basketball. I've retired. I've given up.
I still get out there and play, man. But I got a limit. I can give you a good 5 games, but after that, I'm gonna need a Gatorade break and about 6 games away, and then I can come.
I just don't. I don't have the wind, man. I start running up down that court. My legs feel 600 pounds apiece. I'm like,
damn that run up the court. We're going to a game 11 half court. That's a game 11.
I'll play some half court. But I ain't going to the full court because I can set a screen. BJ, you remember when we used to go up to that military base and whoop up on them 16, 17-year-olds, me, you, and Alvin?
Oh, man. Man, we used to whoop their ass.
How many years ago would you say that was?
About 20.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
No. This is when Alvin was married.
Yeah, we were already old. We were in our mid-30s at that point.
Oh wait.
It had to be like 2000. It was between 2012 and 2014.
I was already married, and I got married in May of 2012. And Alvin moved to Florida in like 2014, I think.
Yeah, 14.
So it was probably about 2013, early 2014. Yo, I would sneak us on this military base, and I don't know how these MPs allowed us to sneak on because none of us was in the military. But I would just sneak in and sign up, and we would all the kids in that neighborhood, all the high schoolers, some of them that were on the team, they would get excited for us to come because they had never, me, BJ, and Alvin, we had been playing together for 20 years. We knew each other. We knew where to be. So even though they were much younger, and some of them kids was big as hell, them kids was tall as hell. But me, BJ, and Alvin, I mean, when I say we was whooping them every game. And they was getting mad. They was finding new kids to come play us. And like, you can't beat us with this guy. You can't beat us with this guy. Yeah, and we were like, yo, we got experience. We got basketball IQ. I mean, we were killing them until Alvin slipped and sprained his ankle. He was like, I never seen someone be taken out so quickly from a sprained ankle. Do you remember that being happening?
We flipped on that floor.
He flipped on that floor. The split. He said, he popped up. He said, He rolled off. His ankle was like, dang. That was it for us. But we got off topic. What do you guys think? What kind of moves y'all want to see? Number one, who's the prediction for next year? I think we all said no to the Bucks repeating. Short man, how about you? Do you think the Bucks repeating next year?
No, I think they make a run though because they're going to get that push. They're going to make a run. I think they'll probably because they won a championship, they're going to look like a destination for certain free agents and certain other people. They'll make a nice little run, I think, but they won't. I would say they get to semifinals, maybe even the conference finals, but I don't think they'll go all the way. It depends, because they're in the Western Conference, right?
Bucks Eastern.
They're in Eastern, but you know what? The Eastern Conference is wide open, so they could get back.
I mean, I'm very, very, very curious to see what Miami does.
No, see,
and with New York, I want to see New York going.
I think like Miami needs, they need one player because it just can't be Jimmy and Bam.
The rumor is that Pat Riley's going to make a serious run at Kawhi.
Yeah.
I don't think Kawhi's going to leave the Clippers.
Me neither.
I wouldn't be surprised. Me neither. It's hard to predict him. And I'm
going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you that because everybody is not going to give Kawhi everything that he wants. I don't think Pat Riley is not one of them people. He's not going to really –
no.
He's going to cater, but he's not going to give you everything. And Kawhi is hella needy, you know what I'm saying? And he gets away with a lot of shit. That's why, honestly, he couldn't do it in San Antonio. He couldn't really fall in line. And you see what he's doing in L.A. He got lucky with Toronto because they were basically an old school expansion team, and he helped pull them off with that shot. And Golden State, you know what I'm saying? If everybody wasn't depleted and hurt, he wouldn't have won a championship.
No, not at all. Not at all. If you had a healthy Clay and a healthy KD, they both went down with catastrophic injuries in the same series.
Right. But I can't even go with the what would have happened. I can't do the what would have. But honestly, you see what he's doing in LA. You see that first year, everybody, high expectation. They choked in the fucking bubble. And then this year, like they say, he was sitting out, but then all of a sudden he had a torn ligament in his knee. But nobody ever said anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, people are not going to really want to play with Kawhi, or he's going to, if he don't get his way, he move on, which don't mean shit because he's not going to last too much longer. I don't think Kawhi has what everybody is rah-rahing. I don't think he's that great of a player.
I think he's a beast as a player. I think he's a shitty leader. And that's the problem. Yeah. If you're the best player on the team, generally you're going to be the leader. Everybody's going to fall in line. And I think that was the problem the first year with the Clippers. They choked in the bubble because that's when they had Lou Williams and they had Trez and Patrick Beverly and a lot of those players. You remember the Clippers went to the playoffs with nobody after they got rid of Paul and Jordan and Blake. And they got rid of all of those players and they still went to the playoffs with that ragtag team. And then you add Paul George and you add Kawhi. Everyone thought, no brainer. But he's not a good leader. Kawhi is that person. Kawhi is me in corporate America. I'm gonna come to work. I'm gonna do a good job, and I'm gonna go home. I don't care about no Christmas parties. I don't care about the little extra side stuff. I don't care about none of that. Just give me my check every 2 weeks. Let me do my work. Leave me alone. That's not my passion. I don't think Kawhi is passionate about basketball. I think it's his job, his what he does to make money for him and his family. I think that's how he looks at it, and that's cool. But you're never gonna be that guy. And like you said, his 2 championships with the Spurs, he wasn't the guy on those teams.
Nope, he only did he win 2 or 1 with the Spurs? I think he only.
He went twice.
He got one. He got one with San Antonio because his first one they lost to LeBron.
Yeah, so he got one with the Spurs. He was not the guy on that team. He was like number 4 on that team. That was Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and Tony Parker's team, and Greg Popovich's team. And then with the Clippers, like you said, if it wasn't for those injuries, highly unlikely. I mean, like I said, we can't speculate, but highly unlikely.
You mean Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto. He would have won. And with the Clippers, and he's getting up there, and he's clearly not as resilient as a player like LeBron. You know, he's starting to miss a lot of games every single season, which is always I don't like that. But
I don't like that load management. I hate load management. Play.
No. I think in the Eastern Conference, Milwaukee has a chance, and the West is going to gear up, and it's going to be a lot of different changes made. Like, I think if Dame stays with the Blazers, people might want to come to Portland, depending on what moves to make. You know, you guys, whack ass Lakers, they're going to make some moves. They're going to stay in contention always. Put that bullshit down. My Warriors are going to be coming back. Trust me on that one. My Warriors will be back in the fold to whip some ass. Don't even trip. Going back to the East, Brooklyn, because of how they lost this year, they're going to want to come back with a vengeance next year. So it's going to be some mix around.
So right now,
the whole NBA gonna be wide open.
Hold on, BJ. You're gonna be next. So give us your finals, your Western Conference champs and your Eastern Conference champ, and who you got coming out.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a whim, right? The Western Conference champions will be, and I hate to say it, it's out of my Golden State Warriors or the Lakers.
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear.
Those are the but in the East,
Hogan that thing.
you get that flab on your arm from Hulk Hogan old ass too. Put some nigga behind your brother.
Hogan, I'm coming for you, nigga.
And in the East, you got Milwaukee. You have Brooklyn. You have Boston. And then you have Miami.
And you got Philly.
And yeah, I'm going there next. And then the Young Guns. But it all depends on what the moves that Philadelphia makes. They could have really made a run. Oh, and a sleeper, Atlanta. Because of the way they played, they looking at it like, damn, they were close. They're going to come back with a better team to watch.
And Atlanta has cap space. They have draft capitals. And it's a city that I could see a big name wanting to move to. You know, people always talk about New York and Los Angeles, but they call it the Wakanda of the United States, Atlanta. So I could definitely see them making a move. Yep. So you gave me like 16 teams on the East. Give me one. Who you got? We're going to play this back next year.
So look, on the East, Brooklyn.
And who you got overall winning it?
Shit, it's got to be West Coast.
Yeah, so the Lakers. Okay. All
right.
It's not.
That I'm talking about. Look, I'm going to say the Warriors is back in contention, and the Warriors is in the NBA Finals next year against the Brooklyn Nets, and the Warriors will win in 7 games.
He's drinking at work. All right, BJ.
See, he's speaking with his heart.
He's speaking with that Henny in his soul, apparently. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, I will never drink Hennessy again after fucking 4th of July. Hennessy, I'll never drink that again.
You know, ironically, I've never had Hennessy in my entire life.
It's a nigga spiritual that you don't want.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm good. It seems too many rumors. All right, so BJ, give me your Western Conference champ, Eastern Conference champ, and who you have coming out next year.
This is a good one because the whole NBA East and West is wide open. You can pick anybody. You know, especially after what we seen what Phoenix did this year. You can all it takes is somebody to go down and you got some off the wall NBA finals like we had this.
So we're assuming everybody's healthy, even though we know that's not realistic. We're saying everybody's healthy.
Okay.
Everybody's back. 100%.
Everybody's healthy and everybody's back. I'm going with Drew on the Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets. You know, everybody's healthy and everything. Even though LeBron is not the same LeBron from 5 years ago, where he can carry a team by himself, he is still LeBron James. And I'm not and I'm not betting against LeBron James until I see something different.
No,
that's one thing about LeBron. Even though even though Phoenix had him in the series, I said I'm not going against LeBron until he get put out because I'm just going by history. Going by history with LeBron James, you can't count him out. He's like Tom Brady. You can't count him out.
Okay, all right.
You know?
So you got.
But, yeah, like I said, I'm with Drew on this one. I got the Lakers and the Nets, and to take it all depends on the point guard move. I'm going with the Lakers in 7 over Brooklyn because like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, LeBron, he might can't carry a team by himself like he could 5 years ago. All the time tapping him on the shoulder like I'm on your ass. You know, but it's still LeBron James at the end of the day. No, can't count him out. So I'm going Lakers over the Nets in 7 next season.
Okay. Lakers in 7. So that's 2 for the Lakers. Because we're not gonna acknowledge that Golden State. John, it's on you. It's
That's
on
like
you.
saying the
Who's your Western champ? Who's your Eastern champ? And who you got coming out?
So for the East, it's already Brooklyn, as everybody said. For the West, I'm stuck between LA and the Lakers and Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, that's interesting.
That's a good one.
That's interesting.
I like Luka. I have faith in Luka, bro. Luka is just dope to me. I don't know why, but he's something different, bro. He's like Larry Bird with a Euro, and a nice shot.
Yeah, he's like Larry Bird and LeBron had a very slow baby.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So who you got overall?
It would be the Lakers in 5 if they face Brooklyn.
Ooh,
sorry.
That's spicy.
I think here's what I think. I think the Lakers are going to get somebody very good doing this free agency thing. I don't know who. I think it might be. It could be Lillard. It could be Murray. It could be DeMar DeRozan.
Look, if we get Lillard, y'all gonna hate me.
Y'all gonna hate
me. I'm gonna tell you that.
I'm being dead serious.
I tell you that right now. Lillard and LeBron alone, I think, is a problem.
Right.
Lillard and LeBron alone, I think, is a problem. Lillard, LeBron, and a healthy AD that's motivated. He went from being called a potential MVP to people like, oh, he's a wash. And you know how LeBron come back when people doubt him.
Yeah.
Lakers in 5. Okay. So we got 1 for the Warriors, 2 for the Lakers. So for me, I really think it's dependent on, like you said, what moves we make. We're going to get somebody. Will that somebody be Lonzo coming home? Will it be Damian Lillard? I don't think we have the capital and assets to do a Damian Lillard unless we do some type of sign and trade package, and I don't know a reason why. We'll probably have to get a third team involved. It would have.
What if y'all get Westbrook? What if y'all get Westbrook?
Nah, he doesn't fit. And don't get me wrong. Besides Damian Lillard, I think Westbrook is the best individual player out there that we could potentially get, but it's not an individual sport. You know, if it's one-on-one, I'll take Westbrook probably over any point guard out there except maybe a Ja Morant or a Lillard. But the man can't shoot. Now, if we do something and get like a Buddy Hield to complement, okay, but you know, the money wise, Westbrook's owed I think $44 million. Buddy Hield's owed like $23 million. It just I don't know how you make those figures work under the hard cap. But I could see us.
They can't sign if they get only way they can get new free agents is if they do not sign any of their old free agents.
So what we would have to do is a sign and trade. So we would pretty much have to do a Kuzma's owed 12 next year. KCP's owed 13. And then if Montrezl Harrell signs or re-ups on his contract, he's owed 9.2, which would get us at about 39 million, which is close. And then we could throw in some draft capital or whatever because we have the 22nd pick in this year's draft. So if they did something like that for Lillard, we'll probably have to throw in Tyler Horton Tucker as well, which I hate to do because I think he's going to be a star. I think he's going to be like all the players that left from us, Ingram, Randall, Zoe, they all got better when they left because they could be the focal point. So I think that's what would happen with Kuzma and Horton Tucker. So if we did something like that and got Lillard, but the rest of our team, we'll have no depth. We'll have no depth whatsoever. The four of us might be playing on the bench if they did that, but we could probably get some veterans that are looking to make a move. Realistically, I think the most likely outcome is that we get like a Mike Conley maybe or Alonzo Ball, someone of that nature. But like I said, healthy alone, I see Lakers coming out the West, and I see Brooklyn also coming out of the East. I think a healthy, I don't know, KD can't lead a team of all-stars against Nigeria, so I don't know how. So I also say the Lakers. But moving on, this will be the last bit we talk about basketball. What's going on in these Olympics, man? This team might be worse than the 08 team that Iverson and Duncan was on that got bronze. This is a red alert. This is a red alert. What do you guys think about this dream team or not nightmare team?
The international teams, I've been saying this since 2008 when we had the 2008 team. We had LeBron, KD.
No, LeBron won on the 8
we wanted to go.
The 08 team.
Yeah, because Kobe was on the 8. Kobe was on 8 and 12.
Was it? So which one was Iverson? Was that 04?
Yeah, Iverson was on the 04 team the year Argentina won.
That won the bronze, and that was a World Cup, right?
Yeah.
That was the World Championship, not the Olympics. Or was that the Olympics?
No. That was wait. I want to say Olympics because in the Olympics, Argentina won the gold.
So it had to be the Olympics. So yeah, Kobe was on. Oh, the 08 team was a team that had Melo, Wade, LeBron.
Kobe,
oh yeah, that's when Kobe was.
Yeah.
Kobe was telling Luis Scola in Spanish. He was talking smack in Spanish. Man. LeBron was like, chill.
Yeah.
Kobe was like, I'm gonna show you what language I talk.
Yeah, but I've been saying this since 2008. These international teams, they're not scared of us no more.
No.
And the reason why I've been saying this since 2008, we lost in 04, but 2008, even though we won the gold in 2008, 12, and 16, even though we won the gold, them international teams, they played us tough.
Yeah.
I'm talking tough. I mean, 2008 was the resurgence of the Dream Team.
It was a redeemed team.
Yeah, the redeemed team. But them international teams doing them they played us real tough. Just like the 2012 Olympic team. It took us overtime to beat Paul and Mark Gasol for the gold medal. It took us overtime to beat them.
Keep in mind, 08 Paul and Mark Gasol were different monsters. That was championship Paul Gasol, and that was Defensive Player of the Year Mark Gasol. They were. Let's not disrespect the Gasol brothers, because you know how I feel about them.
No, we definitely not disrespecting them, because the 2008 and 2012 Spain played us tough.
And they had another player too that played in the NBA, the point guard Calderon.
Yeah, Jose Calderon. Yeah. But I've been saying it since 2008. These international teams, they're not scared of us like they used to be, because and then the game is growing internationally. So you have a lot of international players that's playing in the NBA. Mm-hmm. And the way they're taught how to play basketball is different from how we're taught. We on the AAU team, and all we gotta do is just go out there and we think we can whoop everybody's ass. But you got people like Giannis, Luka, Joker. They actually learning how to play the right way.
Right.
Not to mention those international teams they play together.
Mm-hmm.
Did we lose BJ? Lucky froze.
I think he did.
Yeah, and
Oh, he's there. Okay.
Yeah, but it's crazy, because if you think about it, including the exhibition games, the U.S. team has lost 4 of the last 5 games.
Horrible.
I never thought that would happen in my lifetime.
That is blasphemous for me.
And it's not a bad team. I mean, KD. I knew when
Dame?
Is Dame on the team?
Yeah, I think Dame is on there too.
Yeah. For the first time, which is shocking.
Yeah, they got Jason Tatum. It's no reason they should be losing like that. I think a lot of these players thought they could just come and show up and win. And like you said, the international stage has caught up. I knew when they lost to Nigeria, and not saying, Africa, obviously the best players in the NBA generally are African American. So obviously Africa has the potential to have some great players, but
you got to Angola.
Yeah, we looking real shaky, real shaky right now. But we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna end this conversation on basketball, and then we're gonna take this quick break, and then we're gonna come back with the next topic. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.